Phase 5 of the MCU continues with Secret Invasion. I got to watch the first 2 episodes, and I'll let you know what I think about it next. Hey everyone, it's the Outlaw John Rocha here with my non-spoiler review. Let me stress that non-spoiler review of episodes 1 and 2 of Secret Invasion. Episode 1 is dropping on June 21st. I'm not going to reveal too much. I'm not going to dive into too many details. Just going to give you some general, overall, non-spoiler review thoughts. So this one is brought to us by Kyle Bradstreet. He was worked on Mr. Robot. He is the creator, showrunner, and writer on this particular show, and it's directed by Ali Salem, who I've enjoyed his work on The Looming Tower and Manhunt. And the basic premise of this is there's a rebellious sect of Skrulls who want to take over Earth and essentially wipe out the humans or make them subject to their rule because of promises that were made in the past by Nick Fury. And Fury comes down from Saber to help Talos to combat this new rebellious sect of Skrulls, and they find out that there are people personally connected to them from their present and from their past who are a part of this rebellious sect of Skrulls, and we get a good glimpse of how the Skrulls have infiltrated numerous areas in our world. So let me tell you, the general vibe of this, I really enjoyed. It's gritty. It's got that spy thriller aspect to it overall, like Captain America, Winter Soldier's got that vibe. You get the feeling. Even Alexander Pierce is referenced at one point in the first 2 episodes here. There's a lot of things that are handed to you surrounding a lot of the main characters that are mysteries that you they pique your interest, and you're looking forward to see how they flesh out and connect the dots. Their first couple episodes are set up, you understanding, getting everybody reintegrated with each other, Fury coming down, being involved in this, and really you can call this show Old Man Fury because everyone is commenting on about how slow he is, how he's a few steps behind, how he's not up for the task. So this is very much a Fury-led show, and it's about Fury proving that he can still go toe-to-toe and stop this threat from possibly destroying Earth. And there's certainly an exploration of what it would be like if we found out that Skrulls were a much bigger part of our world than we thought they were. The fight scenes, I think, were well choreographed as well, and there's some truly chilling moments of violence and a couple of shocking twists and turns that I think some of you will love and some of you will be pissed about. I mean, I can already see a section of the internet that's going to be super mad about some of the events that happened in the first 2 episodes. And then overall, there's these themes of survivalism and integration. And there's a fantastic scene between Fury and Rhodes, of course, Don Cheadle coming back as Rhodes here, where they have a conversation about this as 2 black men. So I thought there was a lot of things going on here, multiple levels. If you understand the history of this country, very fascinating stuff that's explored here. And do they have some validity to their points of views? You know, we're much more aware of exploring other people's points of views nowadays than we used to be. Certainly Marvel, the big criticism of Marvel was their villains were a little just the opposite of the hero. Well, ever since Killmonger, I think that's been changing consistently every single series and movie in the MCU, and I appreciate seeing that again here. And I also like that these relationships of all the main characters are entangled and messy, and we're also not sure who is on whose side and what we're going to get from them, and look like they're switching sides or not switching sides. The direction is top notch here from Ali Salem. I think he does a wonderful job. We move from country to country. Each of those sections of those cities in those countries is very lived in and authentic, environment to environment. In the intimate conversations, he knows exactly where to place the camera to add even more weight to these interactions and these back and forths. I think of a scene between Ben Mendelsohn and Samuel L. Jackson as Fury and Talos on the train. The back and forth and the way the camera's kind of pulled back a little bit, then to the angle, then to the side, then in front of them, the way it all works to kind of ramp up the tension as we see this slowly building throughout the scene. And when there's secret spy stuff happening, he knows where to pull you away and where to bring you close so that you as the viewer are viscerally connected to what's going on in the show. And I think the writing here is on point as well. There's some really fun scenes with Olivia Colman and Sam Jackson. I mean, their first scene where they interact with each other, Olivia immediately slides into the world of the MCU. And I mentioned those scenes already between Ben Mendelsohn and Samuel L. Jackson, and then the scene between Rhodes and Fury there in the second episode. I like so much of the writing here. And look at the acting. The acting is just top-notch. Samuel L. Jackson reacquainting us with Nick Fury. An older Nick Fury. He's got that beard, but he's also got that pride and that ego. And yes, a little bit of that asshole nature of his comes through in certain moments here. So Sam's on this journey. Fury's on this journey, and it's going to be great to see Samuel L. Jackson showing some more levels to this character of Nick Fury than we maybe haven't seen in the MCU in the past. So I love that. Ben Mendelsohn, always good as Talos. There's a real pathos to Talos. I don't mean to rhyme that, but there really is. And you feel a connection to his people through Talos. There's a real deep love. You know, Mendelsohn usually plays villains, so when he gets a chance to stretch his wings as a good guy, as a guy who understands and is affected by the things that are happening, it's so rich to see that in an actor like Ben Mendelsohn. Don Cheadle, fantastic as Rhodes. Olivia Colman, as I said, sliding right in. I mean, literally not missing a beat, owning every scene she's in, stealing every scene she's in. Emilia Clarke as Gaia, you know, it's great to see her being a part of the MCU, bringing some real interesting levels here to her work. And Kingsley Ben-ADIR's Gravik, my God, I mean, what an ease and control and confidence he has as Gravik. Now, as for the things I didn't like, I would say some of the points are a bit too on the nose. There's also a bit of standard Marvel cheese here and awkwardly trying to be funny moments that don't 100% work. They do threaten the seriousness and the stakes of the show in a couple of moments, but thankfully they never fully overwhelm it. And a few things happen just a bit too conveniently in the storylines, and certain issues get resolved a little too quickly for my taste. I like shows to take their time. I like them to flesh out their worlds. I like these relationships. I like us to see the beats of these relationships as they progress to certain resolutions. But overall, I'm giving these first 2 episodes 4 out of 5 stars. Tentatively, I think it could go up depending on what we get in the next 4 episodes and by the end of the 6-episode series. Mostly because there's a lot of setup here, so you're just caught up in the setup, caught up in the mystery, caught up in finding out like who's on whose side, what's going to happen with these people, is what I'm being presented the truth or not, is it a swerve? All of that comes into your mind as you're watching the show here. You have a good idea of the world, what is happening, the conflicts, and why the characters are making the decisions that they're making, and why they may not be what they seem to be. And there are a couple of reveals and shocking moments that I'm looking forward to seeing how you all react to them when you get a chance to watch these first 2 episodes. All right, well, let me know what you think about it when you finally get a chance to watch it down in the comment section below. Remember, don't spoil anything down there. Some of y'all get access to certain things. Some of y'all hear rumors. Don't spoil anything in the comment section. I'd appreciate that. Hit a like on this video, share it on your social media, and you know, more than anything else, please subscribe to the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so you see when we're dropping all the content we do here on the Outlaw Nation channel. You know we're going to be reviewing these on the Geek Buddies, so get ready for these spoiler reviews on the Geek Buddies when these shows actually come out, starting June 21st, next Wednesday. All right, y'all take care of yourselves, be well, I'll talk to you next time with a brand new non-spoiler review here on the Outlaw Nation.